not wrestling. So I'll give it a minute or two. If you're rewatching this, just jump forward to about 2 minutes and we should get into the thick of things. What up? What up? What up? Hope everybody's week is off to a great start. Smash that like button. Welcome in. Drinking water tonight. Yeah, I hope everybody's week is off to a good start. It is Monday night. Not as late as usual. Figured I'd go on a little earlier and, see how this does. The later ones do pretty good. But if you're here, hey, Cubo Mexican G, what's up? Hope you're doing well, brother. So, yeah, hit that like button if you would. And got the grandpa comments already, huh? Full Mysterio. What's up, Full Mysterio? So, as a lot of you know, this channel is about sobriety. What's up, Cora? Thank you for taking care of business. I'm sorry, I don't speak Espanol, Alan. Good morning. So, shout out to India, Mela. So, yeah, I'm thinking about with my long videos. What's up, KM? Um, Starting a series basically on the 12 steps of sobriety. Uh, and see how that works out. You know, it seems like my lives do a little bit better based on numbers. And smoking. So that's kind of I'm considering. I think I'm going to start doing that. I'm going to do 12 separate videos based on all 12 steps and like kind of how it applies, and maybe that'll help some people that don't want to go to a meeting. Bucky4112 says, I have 6 months clean today of meth and alcohol. Hey, congratulations, bro. That is awesome. Shout out to you. Keep it up, bro. So, yeah, that's a thought I have. Looks like we got 41 in here. Do me a favor and hit that like button if you would. It helps with the algorithm. Uh, so yeah, but that's my thought right now as far as where I'm gonna go with the channel in the near future. Anyways, so do I think Diddy's manager wants to know if Diddy will survive in prison. I don't know, man. He's probably going to end up in a federal prison somewhere, and depending on whether it's a low, a medium, or a high, uh, makes a big difference, you know. So, what's up, Divine Knowledge? Yeah, I don't need a lecture about my smoking, guys. I appreciate people's concerns, but that's what starts to dominate the comments, and people are going to start to get timed out. Starlight Sunshine says, "What's up? What's up?" Starlight Sunshine, Billy Bob Johnson, you're back. Hey, what's up, bro? Uh, Thank you, Diddy's manager. I was Willie. I was. Uh, the channel's about sobriety though, so that's what we're doing, anyways. But yeah, I was addicted to meth for a long time. Got 20 years clean at this point, so appreciate that, Skull Ruler. Did you know that 99? I don't know what that means. Uh, but yeah, I'm gonna start a series of videos. It seems like the prison stories and stuff really aren't where it's at right now for me. There's a lot of other channels that do prison videos really well. Family and XL Bully says I'm 1 year clean. Hey, congrats on that. That is awesome. That's a great accomplishment. And the thing is, it's comments like that that let other people know that it's possible. So I really appreciate it when you make those comments on here, because for somebody that's just starting out, it might seem like it's not possible. So, what's up, Mike? Mike. Now, what does that say? Did you know that 99.9% of alcoholics and drug addicts were only one day away from their best night ever? Right? Yeah. It seems like after a while you're just chasing normalcy with addiction and alcoholism. So, Weston says, what's the reason behind your channel name? Uh, because I was Broken Bobby when I was in my addiction, but I had a transformation into not being Broken Bobby anymore. Therefore, we have Broken Bobby's transformation. So I used to be a drug user. Pax, not any. I've been clean for 20 years. So Tommy Thunder says November 4th, years clean, sober for me. Just subscribe. Appreciate you, Tommy Thunder, and congrats on the sobriety, bro. That's an awesome thing. I thought I was alcoholic, but when I got divorced, I stopped and never drank again. Well, hey, sometimes that's a real thing with sobriety, to be honest with you. Sometimes people get sober. I've seen a lot of people when I was in rehab, back in 07, 08, and 07, I think it was, maybe 06, late 06, right? I've seen a lot of people that were in relationships, and when they got clean, they had nothing in common. So, sometimes that other party is just toxic, and that leads to some people using, you know, and sometimes we may be the toxic party, and that leads to other people using. So that's why they say you have to do it for yourself, because you're trying to get clean and the other person wants you to use. In some cases, uh, you just got to move away from that and focus on yourself. And excuse me, And the thing is, like I said, I'm gonna be doing a series of videos on the 12 steps of recovery. Maybe I'll have one up tomorrow. I'm not sure. If not, probably the next day on the first step of recovery. And this, what I hope to do with this is people that don't want to go to the meetings and stuff. I still suggest if you're trying to get clean, doing meetings at least initially, and you know, find some new people to help you along the way. But that's my idea with that. So wow, new vision. Good try. Uh, how long has it been? I've been clean 20 years. August the 9th was my anniversary of my sobriety. So I sold you fake crack last year, and you're talking about it, bro. Do I hate drugs now? Says Diddy. That's a good question. I don't. I try not to hate anything. I hate what drugs do to people. Drugs are an inanimate object, basically. It's kind of like guns, right? Like people with the gun control. A gun never went out and did a mass shooting. Some crazy person did. And that's the thing with drugs. Drugs, there would be no drugs if there was no demand. And there's big demand in the US, a lot of people like drugs. So I don't hate drugs. I hate what drugs do to people. I appreciate that question, Diddy's manager. Nick Klein says, JK, Bobby, congrats on your transformation. Now you can join Optimus Prime in the Autobots. Let me see if I can catch up on some of these comments. Hey, G, what's up, bro? You didn't miss much. We're about 12 minutes in, bro. Ross says, I'm struggling with alcohol. I would suggest trying to find a AA meeting, bro. Uh, just go to one. You don't have to say nothing. You know what I mean? Like, just go to one and listen to the message, bro. Like I said, I'm gonna start doing videos on the 12 steps of recovery, so be on the lookout for that as well. If you're not subscribed, subscribe, and be on the lookout for that, because I think that may be able to help some people. And what I'm gonna do with that is I'm gonna read what the step is, and then I'm gonna talk about how I applied it to my life. And some of the steps are very difficult. I'll be honest with you. But, like the first one is like admitting that we have a problem, basically, in a nutshell. And by saying that, like, it sounds like you're ready for the first step, Ross. So be on the lookout for those, okay? Tommy Thunder says the mind is a powerful thing. Keep focused and busy. Absolutely. And I completely agree with that. And that's a big part of my program now, is like just keeping myself occupied. Like, I'm not sitting here like twitching like I need to go get some dope or something, you know what I mean? But uh, the thing is, idle hands are the devil's playground, right? Like idle time, if you don't keep yourself busy, then your mind tends to go. The mind is a very powerful thing. So yeah, no coffee today, G. Uh, we got Mike Pence talking shit in here, or what? Mods, be on the lookout for that, all right? If he's tripping, you know. Uh, Willie Make It says, I'm struggling, alcohol and normal, but funnel my beer so my breath doesn't reek of alcohol. Uh, cold coffee or hot? It's usually lukewarm, more G. Uh, let's see. Oh, Brody's in here. What's up, Brody? He says G likes to sit on Santa's lap and shake. Brother, how is your investing going? I'm not. Tell Dill I said hi. Yeah, people like to feel good, says Jesse. That is where drugs come into the picture. Yeah, I agree. But I think at the same time that you can definitely feel good without them. Like I get just as much dopamine release into my brain from a good workout as I did from the drugs. And well, maybe not as much dopamine release, but like I go get a good workout, like I come out feeling great, you know, without the chemical dependency and the side effects that come with the drugs. So 100 Souls says hello from Southside Jamaica, Queens, NYC. What's up, 100 Souls? Shout out to Jamaica, Queens. Hope you're doing well. Have you ever known a functional meth smoker? Says the Mexican G. I know some people that think they are. uh, I won't say any names, but I know somebody right now. Haven't talked to him in a while, but he definitely thought he was. But uh, like you can see it in the mannerisms and stuff, and old school type of guy. You know what I mean? G says, Brody, you and Joel been MIA. How was your gut? I'm a functional meth smoker, says Willie Make It. Okay. I mean, if you're taking care of business and paying all your bills, then shout out to you, brother. But it's tough, like I'll say that much. The thing with addiction is a lot of times like our decision making gets bad. And if it comes down to, I'm almost out of dope, should I pay the light bill or should I get another sack? Our mind will tell us that I'll get the sack and flip it and then I'll pay the light bill and get high. But then what happens? You're sitting in a dark room with candles 99% of the time. So I'm not saying that about you, but like that was my experience. And eventually handcuffs would always come, and sometimes I felt relief from being arrested. So uh, uh, Jesse Suave says I quit everything but decided to keep smoking pot to help with my ADHD and RLS. And I'm in Cali, Jesse. The thing is, it's legal in Cali. So as long as you're able to do that responsibly, it's like drinking. Like with depending on where your problem is, like if you're doing hard drugs and you're able to smoke a little responsibly, then personally I don't see a problem with that. Now if you're uh not you personally, but if you are not taking care of business because of that addiction to that, then that's where the problem is. What's up, Bill Reed? Hope you're doing well. uh what's up, 84? Yeah, we always get a bunch of them in here. The moderators do the best they can to take care of that, but some slip through the cracks, when the comments are really jumping. So, uh, what's up, Gunji? Uh, Jason says I subscribe and like. I appreciate that. Yeah, like I said, you know, uh, I I'm gonna start that series on the 12 steps, and my hope is that that's gonna help some people to have a better understanding of how to get clean. So, you know, Proud Gun Owner 26 says I was kept a job and bills paid. That's awesome. Uh, Gunji's from India. Shout out to India. Uh, let's see. Some of these I'm just going to read and laugh. Lost Al says, I don't smoke meth. That's great. It's not, I wouldn't suggest it to anybody, you know? Then he says, I only smoke coke. Oh my God. You should try to find a meeting, bro, and get some help. Yeah, responsibilities absolutely have to come first. The thing is, if you're neglecting your children, your family, anything like that, in order to use these sort of recreational things, then it's a problem, you know? I remember when I was dealing, there was a dude, he was trying to sell me the PlayStation. And, the thing is, the PlayStation belonged to his children. And I took offense to this. Like, what are you talking about? You're trying to sell me your kid's PlayStation for a sack. You know what I mean? And, I basically wouldn't take it. And I told him that if I find out that you sold it, then I'm going to be back with some of the homies and we're going to fuck you up because that's not appropriate by any means. The thing is, he had little ones at home that, you know, that was their enjoyment, was playing that PlayStation. And ultimately, I found out that he sold it to somebody else I knew, and we got on his ass. He gonna learn today. Like, that was a pet peeve of mine. Like, if there's no kids in the picture or anything, and you want to cluck your shit, then go for it. When I was dealing, that was my mindset, and I always thought that if you don't buy it from me, you're gonna buy it from somebody else. But that was the wrong way of thinking because I was hurting people with the product that I was providing. Like, it took a lot of in you know time to think and insight to get to that point in my life. But you know, stick to the cool drugs like weed. Oh, Jesse says I don't buy until all my bills are paid. Yeah, that's right. Uh, Jesse says I was addicted to coke for a time, but gave it up. I'm glad to hear that, bro. My hair is my jacket. Sounds like a Diddy party, G. What's up, Mr. Unreleased? Hope you're doing well. Uh, let's see. Uh, tell us we can smoke meth. Tell us we can smoke meth responsibly. I would not tell you that. The thing is, if you're not ready, you're not ready. You're gonna make excuses until next week about how you do it responsibly. And maybe there's some people out there that do. You know what I mean? That do still take care of bills, but 9 out of 10 lose everything. So I can't see how you can be responsible with that if you can end up in jail for it. So I don't recommend any drugs to be done, says Mr. Unreleased. I agree. G says he's a new mod. Coco badged me in. 25 likes and 46 viewers. Thanks, Q. Yeah, I don't see how you could do that, Mad Dog says getting clean is for wimps. That sounds like somebody that is active in their addiction. I wish you the best of luck with that. Mad Dog says, just kidding. I'm proud of the sobriety, brother. I appreciate that. My wallet is a wimp, not me. Accountability Angel says, what's the channel about? It's about sobriety and getting clean, taking control of your life back. Joshua King says, where am I? Bro, if you don't know, then how am I supposed to? Decim says, hi from Russia. Hey, shout out to Russia. Hope you're doing well. G says, Broken Bob, ever met a meth addict who can hold down a job? I've met some people that do for a while. You know what I mean? and then eventually it catches up. But long term, no. You know, uh, Jordan says my mom just got locked up for it and about to lose the house now. I'm sorry to hear that, bro. Yeah, that stuff ruins people, you know. So, uh, yeah, that's terrible. uh, Appreciate that. F your feelings. I've seen that happen, you know, Jordan. I've I've actually delivered to places where, uh, everybody's kicking it in the garage, and basically the house is under foreclosure, and I'm just like, what are you guys doing, you know? But you know, it just it takes control of people, and it's a really terrible thing, you know. Uh, all children, man, that's really well said right there, Jesse. He says, "Oh man, you gotta hate what some drugs do to parents. All children deserve parents. Not all parents deserve children." Preach on, brother. Like that is said perfectly. I look like like fighter MMA. uh, Game over. Bob says you really expect a drug addict not to not sell a PlayStation. Get real. Well, the thing is, it it is what it is when you're playing that game, but I wouldn't partake in that. You know what I mean? And like the thing is, like I would actually shoot that person credit from time to time just to try to help them out a little bit, you know? But some people just don't have any morals, and that honestly, that's where CPS ends up getting involved, and people end up losing their children, you know? And I know a lot of people that were in rehab, that were just in rehab to try to get their children back, and would still go out and relapse. Like it gets a hold of some people like really crazy, you know? So, uh, Jumbo S says, my uncle was an alcoholic and joined AA. I loved alcohol as a teenager and decided to limit myself to 3 bottles a year. That decision kept me from being an alcoholic. I still love it. And that's cool, bro. You know, that's doing it responsibly, you know? What's up, Mike Montgomery? Uh, yeah. And that's the thing. Like I say, like some people can do with or without it, maybe do it socially once in a while, but some people it just takes a hold of them, and like they're drinking and driving and doing all this stuff, and like it's not good for some people, Yeah, Nick says the drug jokes are not funny. Come on, guys. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, Jordan. Like that's drugs do that, and like I never understood that. Like when I was younger, I remember some of the homeboys actually getting their girls on that stuff because they wanted them to be skinny. And I'm like, what are you guys doing? Like it's people's morals go out the window when they're addicted. So you got your girl hooked on that stuff, and now, like, I'm not going to get into the details, but I think you guys know what I'm talking about. Like I would, I'm so blessed that none of my children ever used anything like that. So uh, yeah, I agree, Jesse. I'm way behind on the comments, huh? Luke says we want to go to treatment but have no money or insurance. If you, I don't know where you're at, Luke, but in Cali they have what's known as county beds, and you don't need no insurance or any money. You just go to the rehab and see what options are available. Like if you're uh, lower income, then a lot of times they'll put you on what's called a county bed, and it don't cost anything. They'll have you go apply for food stamps, and they'll take the food stamps, or if there's like general relief or something where you can get a little bit of money, they'll take that as well, but you get the service. So I hope that helps. Uh, Kiki says 12/1/22. I'm assuming that's your sobriety date. Congratulations on that. Keep that up. You know, let me see if I can catch up. Wow, I'm way behind on the comments. Uh, let's see. Yeah, let's get Mike Ock out of here. Dopamines, G. I don't know what that was in response to. Greetings from Russia, friend, says Roman. Hey, shout out to you in Russia. Basketball America, love Mike. Almost got me there. Good try. Basketball American says racist. Not sure what you're talking about there, but get rid of this Egyptian? Really? Okay. Okay. I see, Luke. You said we're homeless, basically. Yeah, I would get a hold. I would find a rehab in your area and see what they have as far as county beds. There might be a wait to get in there, but when they call you, you have to be ready to go. You know what I mean? And I don't know if you're in California or not. California's good with that, but yeah, I would contact, just contact in-house rehab near me on Google and see what pops up, and just give them a call tomorrow in the morning. And the thing is, though, they don't allow you to call for somebody else, so you have to call for yourself, because if you're not calling for yourself, they don't see you as seriously wanting it. You know what I mean? So yeah, I would do that. Uh, the one that got my mom on it doing that shit is the one that's sitting here now criticizing me and cussing me because I'm going to have to pack up and leave after this month. And there now. If you're an addict or alcoholic, once the mental obsessions kick in, when you put a drink or drug in you, I really don't want to. Joel says, gee, I really don't want to hear your BS tonight. Seeing the visions it give me, I got a batch mixed with a bunch of garbage, possibly with vent, and it made me feel like I was having a heart attack. So I stopped everything. Says at Ash Tree Forest. Yeah, I would try to hit a meeting or something if you're missing it. I don't know how much sobriety you have, Ash Tree Forest, but if you are sober, just keep that going. Like, you just got to get through today. Like, don't think about, oh man, I got to do this for the rest of my life. I just got to do it today. You just got to do it today. Get through to today, and we'll worry about tomorrow when we get there. You know what I mean? So I wish you the best of luck on that. Hey, Sexy Latina has spoken. Moderators, can somebody time out Mike? I'm not going to say the last name. Jumbo S says, I was addicted on barbiturates for a while. Started with a RX. When I blew through a week in one day, I just quit. Very difficult, but eventually succeeded. Yeah, and the thing is, it's persistence. It's that first step of the 12 steps. It's knowing that you have a problem and that your life is no longer manageable in your current state. Once you realize that, it's a lot easier to move towards what you're trying to do. So yeah, that's a great comment there, man. Keep it going. Luke says, oh, you're in Ohio, Luke. Okay. Yeah, like I said, I would Google in-house rehabilitation near me and see what's available, and just give them a call in the morning and see what they have available. See if they have any indigent beds or county beds or whatever they call it there, and you know, see what's available. There's there's a lot of there's a lot of programs that will assist you in getting in there. So I wish you the best of luck. Jesse says rehab is so much more important than incarceration, and I agree. I think they should always start with rehab, especially with drug charges. I mean, if you get caught with 50 keys, it is what it is, right? But if you get caught with a half a gram of whatever, like let's get you on a program. You know, it's a lot cheaper for whatever state or county or whatever it is you're in to put you through rehab than to house you, uh, in an institution. So I think they should definitely start there. uh, they dropped my on a steel beam. I don't understand. Uh, looks like Kiki's asking if you have transportation. That was for Luke. Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, definitely network. Like if somebody has some information is in that area, uh, use that. They're going to know a lot better than I would. I know what's going on in Cali, but unfortunately, I'm ignorant to what's going on out there. G handled Mike. Mike is way gone. LOL. Mona got him. Good job. Addiction is not real, says Gingerbread. The value of the drug is subjective. Okay. Yeah, that's good. Definitely networking in here, guys. You know what I mean? And I'll be back on live next weekend around the same time. So definitely give me an update. Like I sometimes I don't want to get on these lives, to be honest, but when I hear people's success stories and that they were motivated rather by these lives, not necessarily me, but maybe somebody in the comments that's able to assist, like that just makes it all worth it for me. So uh, if you can get into a program though, then check in with me in 90 days, you know what I mean, and let me know how that turned out, because I love to hear the success stories. Like that's what it's all about, really. Buddha Cat says addiction is most certainly real, Gingerbread. It happens to other animals as well. I've seen studies where they like fed cocaine to rats and they act a certain way over it. So yeah, I totally agree. Uh, G is B and G. It looks like. Jesse says, "Here comes the crappy politics." What? No, we're not. We don't do politics in here. Uh, Kiki says we have picked up clients 2 hours away before, so just give us a call first thing in the morning and see when the next bed is available. That is great. Hopefully that works out for you, Luke. Uh, I wish you the best, bro. I'm going to keep you in my prayers, and hopefully they can help you on that road to redemption with this stuff, because it's not easy, but it's definitely worth it. So, uh, if you can get in there, do your thing, take it serious though, uh, I've seen so many people that they don't want to do the groups and stuff, but this could save your life, and I always thought that was kind of funny when they would say that when I was in rehab, because I was like, I don't need saving, but I didn't realize how much I did need saving. So Uh, yeah, take that and run with it. Uh, let's see. G said, my first time in jail was for a 20-second meth I was selling. Impounded my car, got out in 2 weeks later. Nowadays, it's a misdemeanor site release. Really? Well, I didn't know that. That is crazy. Like, I think the first time I got caught with, the first time I got caught with, uh, it was about 50 grams in LA County. So it wasn't exactly a 20 sack. But by the time I got to court, luckily it was only 8 grams. So I guess the sheriff's department had a party with it or something. I don't know. Maybe they sold it. Who knows? But I was not arguing that it was about 44 grams light. Definitely made my sentencing a lot easier. Yeah, I'm not into the political jargon either, Jesse. Uh, get depressed when you leave. Hello, Ultimate Banda. Hey, if you're gonna be dropping political messages, we're just gonna give you a timeout because, uh, you know, we ain't got no time for that. So mods, if people are putting political banter in here, let's just give them a 60-second timeout and let them think about what they did wrong. There's a time and a place for everything, but this isn't the time or the place. Yup says addiction is 100% real and has not exclusive to drug abuse. You can get addicted. I agree. Absolutely can. And a lot of times you give up one addiction and you pick up another one. So you have to be careful of that too. Keep doing coke until they die, even with the choice for water and food. Yeah, that's right. Blake Nundrum. Sorry. Yeah, it says not just act a certain way. Stop eating and drinking water. He's talking about the study they did with the rats on the cocaine. They stop eating and drinking water and keep doing coke until they die, even with the choice for water and food. Yeah, absolutely. Uh, told myself, fuck them. I'll do it myself. Like everything. Uh, Duality of Man says small town program wouldn't even take me, despite the fact I just got out of detox and ready for change. Just told myself, F them, and I do it myself like everything else in life. Yeah, that's kind of the way it is sometimes. Sometimes we just got to do it. It's a damn shame that they wouldn't take you, though, especially after doing a detox. Like the detox is the more dangerous part of getting clean. And, if you went through the detox and did that part, like you're doing your part. So I don't know why they wouldn't take you, but that's BS in my opinion. Uh, After ingesting the drugs, there was no compelled behavior out of their valued system. We're not going to debate that, gingerbread. Uh, uh, this is his girlfriend under a friend's name, so that's super offensive, and this is about sobriety. The mouse and cocaine study was not a good study. Just go to the downtown area, anywhere where you may live, where there's drug problems, and tell me how the study's wrong. You know, I mean, this looks like high-end AI deep face. I don't know. Uh, it's not. It's not AI. I can tell you that. Sister PP. Uh, uh, what's up, Sunel? Uh, Weed effect is good. What? America's addiction, McDonald's. No doubt, right? No doubt. What's up, chill time? Uh, hey, Luke and Kiki, maybe one of you can drop like an email address or something if you're able to communicate that way. That way, you don't have to drop the number on here unless you're comfortable doing so. Small town, my rep preceded me, right? Yeah, I hear you. Duality of man. Yeah. Georgia Life says addicted to YouTube. Then subscribe to the channel. I got 375 videos up. You can binge watch them all. And do me a favor, hit that like button while you're in here, guys. And if you're new, be sure to subscribe to the channel. I just dropped a video on the paisas in the California prison system and on the streets. So check that one out as well. I'm going to start dropping videos on the 12 steps, so be on the lookout for that. I think hopefully that will help some people, you know. I'm not an expert by any means. I did go to school to be a drug and alcohol counselor back in like 05, 06, 07, but that career path never panned out for me. I ended up being a truck driver. So monkeys, anyone would go brain dead if they inhaled 186,000 blunts worth of weed. These new viewers coming from. Where are all these new viewers coming from? I don't know. I'm not sure. The message is getting out though, so I appreciate everybody. Shout out to everybody that's participating. I appreciate you guys. My addiction is fast food, weed, and Xanax. Wow. Put that out there. Duality of Men says clean since 2019. Though, well, weed clean. And that's cool as long as you're doing it responsibly, if I could speak. And shout out to you for that. Congratulations. 5 years. That's awesome. Jay says scrolling found you. Appreciate it. No politics, guys. G is telling Brody to go play on the freeway. No, don't do that, okay? Just have to control your intake. Yeah, I mean, if you can be responsible, you know. This live is about sobriety. Mona says, phone's dying. I have to get off, but other mods hold it down. Thanks, Ramona. I appreciate it. Appreciate you tapping in. And shout out to you for moderating. And while we're at it, let's shout out the moderators. We got Coco and Q. We got Cora and Ramona. I appreciate what you guys do. You guys try make it as manageable as possible, and I appreciate that. And to help relax and sleep, never day smoking, right? I thought you were a Satanist, the dark robe and red background. Now, it's not a robe, it's actually a hoodie. But Bob Horrick says karate. I don't know what you mean by that. Jay says, weed was an addiction for me. Jesse, I am 9 years free. I wasn't responsible while I was on it. It controlled my life. Everything was about the next high. And see, and that's what I'm talking about. Like if maybe at a party or something, someone has a joint and you take a hit and that's it. You know what I mean? Like some people can do that. Not everybody can though. So like if you can't do something responsibly, then I don't recommend that you do it. But Jay is 9 years free from that. So shout out to you, bro, and congrats on the 9 years. That's awesome. Yeah, caffeine can be another one, you know. I'm still doing the caffeine thing. So, what happened to the RC car kit? I don't know. Henry repeating arms. Mopar, yeah. I don't know. I'm sorry that it affected you that way. So yeah, if you guys are new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. We are, I think we're approaching 1,900 subs right now. So shout out to everybody that's subscribed. I got plenty of videos up that you can check out. They're broken into categories, sorta. So Gingerbread says, guys, check out the Freedom Model for Addictions. I quit pretty easy after reading the book. I'll have to check that out, Gingerbread. But yeah, if that helps people, then that's awesome. Check it out, guys. But yeah, I think we're going to be going to hit the gym here pretty soon. So I'll probably go another 10 minutes or so, and then we'll wrap it up for the night. More than likely, I'll get back on next Saturday night around the same time. So kava is completely legal, safe, non-addictive, and you can get it at your local grocery store. I've never heard of that. Do alternating nostril breathing. Okay. Yeah, so anyways, yeah, so do me a favor, hit that like button while you are in here, and subscribe to the channel. Like, it really helps to get the message out. I'm going to start this week on the videos on the 12 steps of recovery, starting with the first step. YouTube is censoring my question. No, that's probably one of my moderators. What's the question, Henry repeating arms? As long as it's not offensive, I'll see it. I don't talk about politics, Joseph. And Alberto, I don't know what that means. So, yeah, so be on the lookout. Yeah, then that's why I'm not seeing it. We're not trying to do that here, so keep it respectful. I should start. Nah, I'm good. I have my political beliefs, and I will be voting in November, but that's not. This isn't the time or the place for that. So, shout out to you. Listening to you is like the best 12-step meeting. Richard Robert Blue says, just poking in, sending big fan shout out to you. Listening to you is like the best 12-step meeting ever. Yeah, I appreciate that, Richard, and I hope you're doing well. How am I supposed to feel about Jewish people? Henry repeating arms. Are you assuming that I'm a skinhead or something, and that I don't even think they have those kind of beliefs, you know? What's up, Robert? How you doing? I'm a little Caucasian. Debris said, I found out that I'm a little black today. So not one. Wow. You don't know what you're asking? Do you believe in 12 steps? Has it helped? Because I personally don't. It helped me. I don't go to meetings anymore, like I've said before on here, but it did help me early on. It helped me in understanding who I was and like my character defects and stuff like that. And understanding that gave me a better understanding of why I used. So, yeah, it helped me. Don't get depressed, G. Everyone is equal. Yeah, I agree. G says 2 steps. Jay says 59 days nicotine free today as well. That's been damn hard. I bet that has, man. And congrats on that. Like, that's always been the hardest one for me. So, uh, you know, yeah, that is awesome. What's up, Anthony? Hope you're doing well. Shout out to India. Yeah, duality of man says character defects are on display with some people. Yeah, right out in the open, right? Uh, let's see. Yeah, pretty much duality of man. Uh, looks like Russia's in the house. Shout out to Russia. Uh, so if anybody has, wait to message Kiki and get the number. We're new to YouTube. I don't know how, Luke. If you know what, Luke, I have my email in the description. If you want to, you can shoot that information to me. And I don't know if Kiki's still out there, but my email is in the description. So if you want to, uh, maybe I can bridge the two of you together through the email. So yeah, hit me on the email. And if Kiki hits me on the email, then I'll link you guys up as far as that goes. What do you want me to? Let me on here. I'm the new mod with no mercy. Oh man. Where is found meetings? Anyone ever been to in the rooms set where is found meetings? The rooms of Alcoholics Anonymous. I think that's, or Narcotics Anonymous. You'll be the only one in the chat says Q if G gets the wrench. Oh boy. So yeah, maybe we'll keep it going for a few more minutes. We'll see how it goes. Do me a favor and hit that like button while you're in here. I'm going to step away for a quick moment, and I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves, and I'll be right back. All right, we can turn the elevator music off now. All right, let me jump back a little bit. Sorry about the delay. Let me see what I missed here. I don't know how much I missed here. So there was something I wanted to respond to. Henry Repeating Arm says, I get banned everywhere. maybe you need to take a look at the comments that you're making if that's the case. We're here for sobriety basically, so that's what it's about. Like if you're trolling, then that's typically what happens after a while. uh Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Duality of man in the rooms. Good spot online if you can't IRL meetings. So I've heard about this. This is where you do the meetings online, I believe, right? It's like a Zoom type of thing. So um, that's what he's saying. In the rooms, I guess, intherooms.com maybe. And these are online AA and NA meetings. So you can, if you don't feel comfortable going out to a meeting and being around new people, uh, uh, and yeah, you can do it online through the Zoom thing, basically. So, yeah, and we're trying to keep the politics out of it, Luke. I know you guys are trying to get some help. So, hopefully he can get a hold of you. Like I said, if not, maybe look at programs in the area that maybe have some open beds that you might be able to get into. Okay, here's the plan why he's gone, says in repeating arms. Yeah, G's been rocking with us for a long time. I appreciate you, G. Real chill dude. Let me see how this been. We used to run him up together. Wow. Yeah, I agree, Jesse. Apparently, Lance is not interested in something. What's up, Tuxio7? Hello, Sabrina. Gee, knock it off with the politics. I don't speak Spanish, Alexis. Sorry. I appreciate Eugene. I like that you're in most of them. Are you okay? I smoke Montegos, and I'm from California. I'm just trying to answer some of these real quick. Somebody, who's the egghead? Yeah, hey, Coco and Q, the people that are putting political stuff, can you just time them out? And if they put more political stuff, then just give them the boot, please. No prison politics. Now we're politicking prison style. We're gonna just start eliminating people. Thanks, Q. I appreciate it. So yeah, do me a favor and hit that like button while you guys are in here, if you would. It helps with the algorithm and getting the message out. What's the question, G? Wow. Diddy freak off party lover. I don't even know what that means. What do I think about Katana Sword? I'm not familiar. How we lead, we're not doing the politics. If you keep that up, you're going to get booted. Uh, uh, watch, did he steal his baby oil? Do you like ping pong balls? What does that even mean? Oh my God. We've gone off the rails. We are no longer being productive in here. No, not a biker, Jackson. Not a biker. I was an addict, but I'm a recovering addict now, I guess, you know? So, who's Ashley Riley? I'm not sure who that is. I used to go to NA, Ricky Bobby. I don't anymore, but I went to NA and I did an in-house program to help me establish my foundation. And Danny from Denoke says, congrats, bro. Thanks. I appreciate that. Why don't you? Gingerbread says, Bobby, why do you stay in recovery? Why don't you move on? Well, I don't go to the meetings anymore or anything like that. But I took the tools that I got from those meetings and from the in-house program, and I use those in my everyday life now. So, Danny from Denoke, it's about sobriety and getting clean. Rue, what's up? Thanks, Ricky Bobby. I appreciate that. You're in recovery as well. How much time you got, bro? Did I say it wrong or something? It's spelled okay. If I said it wrong, my bad. Someone Enormous, I think it is, says, hey bro, what's up? Stinson, 36 years. Have you been clean 36 years? Is that what you're saying? If you have, congratulations. That's amazing. Danny from the Nook says, damn, I'm scrolling to troll. Respect though. Appreciate you, bro. Know what? Bobby Boucher, the water boy today. Hey, the Amazon player says only weed. If you do it responsibly, then I don't see an issue with that, bro. You know, appreciate that, Jesse. Do the best we can with that, you know. Greg Clive says, I've been clean 3 days. Hey, congratulations. You know what? Like, you got to start somewhere, right? And you have 3 days under your belt. That it's probably not easy at this point, but trust me, Greg, it's going to get easier as you go. And as you come, depending on how much you were using and for how long, you're going to start coming out of the clouds, basically, and have some clarity in your life and be able to make better decisions. And like, you're going to kill it, bro. So congrats on the 3 days. Keep it pushing, man. Do you do the 12-step thing? I did the 12 steps initially, and now I don't, I practice that stuff, but I just took the tools that I got from going through a program and doing the steps and applied them to my life, and I don't do meetings anymore. Daniel Ubrook says, congrats on your sobriety. I've been sober 20 years. Thank God. Yeah, thank God for that, for sure. Congrats, Danielle. I've been sober 20 years also, and like, boy, has it changed my life, you know? English or Spanish says, nice stream. I appreciate that. Raj, what's up? English or Spanish says, I'm a sub. I appreciate that. I should do a meet and greet. Maybe at some point. Greg Clive says, using for 16 years down. Danielle says, 3 days is better than no days. Stay strong. Absolutely. And Normus, I think is what it says. AANA seemed like a cult to me. Yeah, the thing is, you get to some of those meetings and they're that way, like you have those AANA Nazis, basically, is what we used to call them. And you're going to do it this way. And like that was not for me at all. Like the first in house program I went to was that way. It was like military based and a lot of screaming and stuff. And, I was like, peace out, guys. Like I didn't sign up for this stuff. And then the next one I went to was a little more laid back, and that was the right one, and I still walked out of that program. But then I came back to it and eventually I got it right. So the thing is, sometimes we got to bump our heads a few times before we realize, damn, that shit hurts. And, I need to do something different so I'm not bumping my damn head all the time. You know what I mean? So, it's a slippery slope when you're getting in. But if you fall off the horse, get back on it and let's do this. Uh, Yeah, and I agree with you, Normus. Like eh, we all find our sobriety in different ways. Some people never go to a meeting and they get it. Uh, some people have 25 years and they still go to a meeting twice a week or something. And if that's what works for them, then great. More power to them. But it wasn't for me. After the first couple of years, I would go to these meetings, and the thing is, let me try to explain something here kind of quick. I was a drug dealer, okay? And my old way of thinking, going to an NA meeting, I was like a kid in a candy store. I had all these people that could potentially be customers or connections. And I just didn't want to be around it no more. I didn't want to be around it no more. I had enough people that weren't involved with the meetings that were doing positive things, that I was able to change the people around me without the meetings and the structure of that. So that's what worked for me. And like I said, it's different for everybody. So, you know, what's up, Sharon? Uh, it sucks. I'm like a ball of crap, hot and cold sweats, headaches that makes my head want to explode. Yeah, it's rough, especially early on. I would say if it gets too bad, maybe you might want to go to the ER and see if they can assist you with uh, with detox. Because detoxing can be bad. Gingerbread says AA told me I was powerless and just never let me move on. I just stressed what I liked about it and then I quit easily. Yeah, and that's kind of how I did it. Like I took what I thought was useful and I ran with it. Like they say, your toolbox of the stuff you're going to use to stay sober, just stay away from people that are using. Like it don't seem that difficult. Early on, like you need structure though, because you're going to have a bad day and you're going to say, you know what, screw this. I'm calling the connect and I'm going to get high. That's what happens early in recovery for some people. So I needed that structure early. And with the support of my family, my wife and my kids, and some other people that I'm close to, I was able to eventually walk away from them programs. And, you know, and Normus, I agree. NAAA seemed kind of clicky, like a bunch of people who were in the cool. Yeah, I seen that too. Since it says cold turkey, don't fight it, go with it. You're going to feel the pain. Yeah, and you know what? The thing is, I've seen so many people when I was locked up, uh, detoxing cold turkey, and like it was scary at times to see these people, especially the people that were getting off of heroin, like the meth. Like you sleep a lot at first. You know what I mean? You have no energy, and but the heroin guys will be sitting there rocking, and they're sweating 1 minute, and they're hot the next minute, and like it was scary to see some of that stuff. Uh, Norma says, I've been clean from drugs for 3 years now and alcohol almost a year. Shout out to you, bro, and congrats on that sobriety. The thing is, like I said, everybody has a different route to get there. The main thing is getting there. It don't matter how you get there, just get there. And if you didn't do the meetings, for like I said, for some people that works. For other people, they need that structure. So, but I mean, most of the meetings that I went to were in San Bernardino, and if I'm being perfectly honest, the connect was like 2 blocks away. So if I wanted to go use, I would. Like when I went to rehab, like my connection was literally 2 blocks away. So like when I went to Gibson House in San Bernardino, like that's right in the hood. Like you could walk down the street and buy some dope very easily. So like you really have to want it. Yeah, you know what? And that's the way to think of it, Normus. I agree. The thing is, I got 20 years clean. I'm still an addict. If I were to do some meth today, like I'd be on the run until they catch me. I've learned that about myself, right? Like I know, they used to always say this at the meetings, and it's kind of cliche, but they would say every time I use, I break out. I'm allergic to drugs. I break out in handcuffs. Like it's the truth, though. Every time I would use, it might be 6 months, it might be a year, it might be 3 days, but every time I use, I'm going to jail. I don't want to go to jail no more. You know what I mean? So, uh, that's the thing. Nick says, I took the meds. Some people need that. So I appreciate that, Normus. And I wish you the best of luck with your recovery. It is like Q says, it's a process. And it is, like early on, it's hard. It's hard. Like you may feel like you would rather be dead than deal with what you're dealing with. But there is light at the end of the tunnel, I promise you. And uh, you know, just keep pushing. Cora says, G, is Booty hurt that you have so much more attention now because he has to share the attention with everyone? Hey, love you, G. Appreciate you, bro. You've been rocking with me for a long time. Uh, yeah, Scott says, good for you, buddy. And I mean, it is very hard. It is hard. Is the high desert better living than San Bernardino where you grew up? Uh, I like it. I like it. It's not everything isn't so close together like San Bernardino, and there's a lot of drugs up here, but I don't know those people, so that's good. Hey, we need to bring that percentage up, Nick. I've been sober 0.00. Cali Coast 805. Hey, shout out to the 805. Says 100. Thank you. Appreciate you tapping in. Scott says, I want to quit. I want to quit smoking weed and smokes and drinking. LOL. Maybe, uh, maybe you might want to get into a program, or maybe try quitting one at a time. Uh, I don't know, but I wish you the best of luck with that, Scott. Maybe check out an AA meeting or something. Norma says, I recently moved to a new city in a new state. I've been seriously thinking about going to some meetings just to meet some sober people to hang with. And that's a great idea, I think. It might take a few meetings to find the right one, as we were talking about earlier. You know, uh, some meetings are horrible. I mean, straight up, some meetings are just absolutely horrible. But you eventually will find the right crowd, and you'll know that you're home. Yeah. Q says, become a member, G. Your comments will be bold and get priority. They sure will. And I want to give a shout out to Fractured Christian, who became a member the other night. I appreciate you. And whenever he comments, his comments are bold. So I'm sorry that your booty hurts, G. That's good that you were able to quit smoking, Wolf Chief. Congrats on that. Got sober. Congratulations. Truly, it's hard, and you did it. That's a huge success. Hey, Scott, but you are here right now. So you're next, bro. DK says, I was drinking a handle of Jack every 2 days, $500 weed per month, heroin, crack. Did that from 17 to 27. Been 5 years stone cold sober. No help. Cold turkey. Won't ever go back. Shout out to you, DK. That is awesome. Congratulations on that, man. Norma says, how often do you live stream? I typically live stream on Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, somewhere around this time at night, somewhere between 9 and 11, I'll go on. Saturdays, I usually go on a little bit later because I got to take care of all the household business before I get to this. And I work nights, so, I'm up later. But I hope to see you next weekend when we go live again. Appreciate that, Stinson. Now the light is not a train. I don't know what that means. So, yeah, I know it's not easy, Scott. But the thing is, I'm make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't. I'm going to start dropping videos on the 12 steps of recovery. And maybe that will help a little bit, if you don't want to go to a meeting or something. And also, somebody said you can do online meetings as well. So, that's something, that you can do as well if you don't feel comfortable going to an actual meeting. Uh, let's see. What did G say? He said somebody else. There's zombies everywhere, G. What's up, Millie? What's up, Steven? Appreciate you, Scott. I don't have any family, so I can't get released from the psychiatric hospital. Starting to think I should stay in here. I'm in Cali, Titus. G says, I'm going to start going to the gym with Broken Bobby. Let's do it, bro. Let's do it. Iran is commenting, but I don't know what that means. Joshua Bridgman says, I'm currently detoxing from heavy opiate use. I'm scared, and it's the hardest shit I've been through. My wife and 2 boys are what's keeping me going. I hate myself. All I want to do is pop some pills. Just be strong, Joshua. It's a struggle at first. And like I told somebody earlier, you may need some professional help. It can be dangerous to detox. So, if you're coming off of opiates, maybe you might want to consider, what is that called? There's like methadone is what it is. That may be something you need. It's like a step down program, basically, that will help you to back up off of it, G says, I can't figure out to be a member. Hey, you're on iPhone, right, G? Because I was trying to figure that out. 505 says, I'm a little over 4 years sober now. Congrats on that. 505, what are you, New Mexico? I used to live out there. 4 years sober now. That's awesome. Congrats on that. Keep it pushing, Okay, Donna BD1 says, at G, click on pick, top left. Takes you to the main page, then click join. You got that, G? You guys see the Raiders quarterback. Andy says, damn, miss it all. Greg says, I started meth when I was 13. I was homeless and stupid. We all make mistakes, though, bro. Like, the thing is, you got to look to the future, not the past, you know. Um, we are not defined by the stuff that we've done, but what we're doing now. So keep pushing forward. Hey, that's right, Stinson. If that's what works, you know, then that's awesome. Cali Coast 805 says the light at the end of the tunnel. It's not a train heading straight for us. Absolutely. Okay. Donna says double tap screen to the live. Okay. I think that's how you join, maybe. Q says, G, click the little money sign by the send, keep, and follow the steps. Andy says, I'm depression. I hope that you get some help for that. You can, if you're in, I think if you're in the US, you can hit pound 988 and they can put you in touch with some people that might be able to help you with that. What's up, Alexis? Hey, you too, Andy. Appreciate it. Hello from Calabasas, says Titus. What's up, man? Shout out to Calabasas. Greg says, I'm in Australia at the moment. Shout out to Australia. Suboxone, says Normus. Yeah, that's another thing that can help you step down off of the heavy opiates. Drew's a gremlin, apparently. Yeah, and that's a concern. Blake Nundrum says methadone will leave you more hooked than when you started the program. And I've heard stories of that where people, they get hooked on the methadone and now, you know, you're not doing heroin anymore, but now you're hooked on methadone. So, yeah, it's tricky. Like maybe a detox program would be best. Nick, I'm a truck driver. Scott says, God bless you and may you all find healing and strength. Amen. Appreciate that, Scott. And same to you. Norma says, Suboxone helped me stay clean. Took a while, but I eventually got off them too. That's good stuff. Something about goat herders. I don't watch the Raiders games. Gee, I'm a Niner fan. It's far. Double tap the screen to the live. Appreciate that. Indonesia's in the house. Shout out to Indonesia. I don't know why we're talking about boogers. No, Taha, this is not my full-time job. I'm a truck driver. This is just something I do on the weekends, and then I put out. I try to put out motivational video shorts during the week because I don't really have the time because I work a lot. I do lives on the weekend, and then I try to drop a couple full-length videos during the week. Most of that content is in regards to incarceration and where my addiction took me and how I eventually got clean. So that's kind of an overview of the page. I'm in the Inland Empire, Scotty. Tina says, Coco, there is no money sign, no super chat. I don't know how to fix that. Oops. All right, I'm messing it up now. Watch ESPN. Opal and Ogum says, please look in row SGB if you have addiction. Night, y'all. Uh, let's see. What's up, Elizabeth? Will they hire me at 44 to drive? Says Nick. Absolutely. Absolutely. Uh, Sam says, God bless you and stay safe driving. Take good care of yourself, brother. I appreciate that. You do the same. Sam on that crackling chick needs to just quit. Worst person ever to try and run. So we're an hour and a half in. I'm going to shut it down for the night. We're getting ready to go hit the gym. So yeah, I gotta go handle business there. But great live. I appreciate everybody that participated tonight. Remember, it's about building a strong foundation around you. The the people that are around you are the type of person you're going to be. If you're hanging around a bunch of people that are using and doing that kind of stuff, then chances are that's what you're going to do yourself. So, uh, great live tonight. I appreciate all the participation. Do me a favor and hit that like button before we get out of here. And if you are new to the channel, subscribe. Check out my playlist and be on the lookout for the first part of the 12 steps. Uh, that is admitting that we have a problem and that our life has become unmanageable. This the 12 steps were vital to me getting clean, and I think it may be able to help some others. So be on the lookout for that first video on that. Maybe tomorrow morning, if not Wednesday morning. So I'll probably drop like 2 of those a week until we go through the 12 steps, and I'm gonna leave it right there, guys. So I appreciate everybody. Thanks, Nick, and everyone else that participated tonight. Everybody have a great night or morning, depending on where you are. And we'll do this again next weekend. So be sure to join me next weekend. I'll send out a community post next Saturday letting you guys know about what time to expect the live to start. And yeah, like I said, I hope to see you all again then. So like I said, I appreciate everybody. And like I always say, don't look at the mountain, just start climbing.